Get ready for the opening face-off and the start of Game 2 here at the Family Ice Center in Fond du Lac tonight. Fond du Lac and Homestead, and if they can match the intensity and the excitement of our first game, St. Mary Springs and Brookfield, we got a treat coming for you, don't we? Homestead playing on the road tonight, wearing the red, a lot of red with white. Fond du Lac at home, wearing white sweaters, black breezers, black and white numbers, black helmets. Seen those uniforms before, haven't you, if you're from Fond du Lac? Looks like Fond du Lac will go from our right to left as you and I watch this game tonight. And for Fondy coming out, it'll be Jack Najedlow, team captain, with Kalen Dinny, and also Dane Hefter rounding out that line. And for Homestead, it'll be Max Henry, Joey Hobbs, and Cole Simpson. Back at the blue line, Adam Hobbs and Nathan Shrimp for Homestead, and the face-off won by Fond du Lac, and they'll bang it ahead. Right at the red line now, it's loose, comes back to the Fond du Lac line, picking it up there, Noah Wilson. Noah bangs it off the near side wall, it slides down ice to the Homestead blue line. They'll get it and send it right back to the Fond du Lac end. Almost had a man loose down low in the slot. That would have been Max Henry, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Fond du Lac comes back, a big drive taken from the blue line, high and wide. That was Najedlow. Najedlow with it now on the end boards. Sends it out to the blue line, held in by the Cardinals. That would be Noah Wilson. Along to Najedlow, along the near side wall. His shot blocked by the defense, picked up and sent back down into the Fond du Lac end. Picking it up there for Homestead is Joey Hobbs. Shot, no goal. Far side wall, picked up over there by Fond du Lac. Now they'll bring it out. Got to get used to these new numbers now in this game and read my writing at the same time. That's not good sometimes. Puck is played down into the Homestead zone. Work to the near side boards now. They scrap for it there. At the half wall now. Comes back near the blue line. Nope. Played around behind the boards. Behind the net. Along the boards, I should say. From there, it's played out to the blue line. Backhander held in. Nice play over there by Chase O'Shea to hold it in. Now Homestead will get control. Coming out of their own end, the Highlanders. In over the Fond du Lac line. In control of the puck there, Adam Hobbs. Plays it off the end boards. Picked up on the near side. Fond du Lac with it. Being watched closely. That's Chase Koenigs. Gets it over along the far wall. That would be Ryan Sobel. Sobel sends it up the center ice near the red line. Joseph Voigt. Joseph with it. Shoots it in. Around and behind the goal. Knocked down there by the goaltender half away. Loose and picked up by Homestead in their own end. That's Jake Elkert. Out the center ice at the red line. It's dumped down deep into the Fond du Lac end, and it'll be an icing call against the Highlanders. That long pass was just behind the red line here, and that will result in an icing. Opening minutes of play here in Fond du Lac in this WIAA Region 8, Section 8 tournament game. Banged off the boards. In behind the Homestead goal cage to the far corner now. Homestead with it, and they'll send it out the center ice. Pass was a little bit long, was deflected off the stick of Elkert. Goes down into the Fond du Lac zone behind the net. Rushing back to get it, Noah Wilson. Out the center ice, it's loose at the red line, and played back into the Fond du Lac end. That would be Jack Najedlow with it. Jack along the corner board, sends it out to the blue line. Cardinals coming out of their own zone now. On the right wing side, that's Dinny. In over the line. Along the corner board, tried to center it. Weak centering pass. I think a defenseman might have had a piece of it. And it comes out the center, right at the red line. Big check throw in there by Noah Wilson. Puck picked up by Fond du Lac, and they'll dump it down in the Highlander end. Picked up there by Homestead, and they'll start it back the other way. Back to the Fond du Lac line, played right there by Noah Wilson. He's been very active here in the early going. Highlanders with it, shooting it rink wide at their own blue line, up ahead to the red line. Coming back with it now, that would be Joey Hobbs. In over the line, far corner, Fond du Lac will take it away. Najedlow skates along the end boards, big strong kid. They can't get him off the puck, and he comes away with it, bangs it off the near wall, and up the center ice. Back comes Fond du Lac, Dane Hefter. Shoots it in, far corner, that would be Kalen Dinny. Along the boards, it's poked off his stick, comes behind the net, and up on the near side, Homestead with it, and they'll shoot it down the Fond du Lac end. They'll wave off the icing. Back to retrieve, Thomas O'Leary for Fond du Lac. In the corner now, taken away and played there by Andy Buchanan. Buchanan with it for Homestead along the near boards, out to the blue line. Shot by Andy Poole, goes nowhere, and back comes Fond du Lac. In over the line, Hefter. Down low, shot, save made, loose in the slot, picked up by the defense. Nice save that time by the goaltender, Dave Hathaway. Back into the Fond du Lac end it comes. Both teams, well, it'll be Homestead making a line change here. Fond du Lac in their own end with it now. They'll shoot it ahead. And they'll dump it down deep. Fond du Lac making a line change. Here come the Highlanders out of their own end. That would be Adam Hobbs. Plays it along the near wall, loses it. Fond du Lac comes back with it quickly. Joseph Voigt comes off his stick, and the Highlanders have it, and they'll try to clear. Down in the corner of their own zone, they'll bang it up to along the boards, but not out. Held in by Wilson. And now back to center ice. Noah Wilson with it at the red line, shoots it ahead. Pass intended there for Ryan Sobel. Loose along the half wall on the near side. Bouncing puck comes to the blue line and out to center ice. Back the other way we go. Homestead with it. Jake Elkert. Elkert sends it deep and then heads off for the line change. Puck in the Fond du Lac end. Here come the Cardinals with it. No score early on in the first period. Big check thrown right down at the blue line. Puck is loose and played deep into the Fondy end. Along the inboards, they go back to get it. That'd be Max Henry for the Highlanders and a couple of Cardinals. Puck comes right out in front. Now Fond du Lac will pick it up and clear it out. It'll slide down into the Homestead end, and that'll be an icing call. It will be. And we'll go back down into the Fond du Lac end for the faceoff. 12:16 to go in the first period. Each team with one shot on goal so far, and no score. Homestead got here by way of beating Grafton. Grafton, the number 12 seed, 5-2 was the score on Tuesday night. So they had a day in between. Fond du Lac hasn't played now since last weekend. Puck comes out to center ice, pigged there by Homestead, and they'll slap it down into the Fondy end. 12 minutes to go first period. Jedlow back to get it, skates it to the corner where it comes loose. Comes right out in front in the slot now. Here's a shot. Comes back out to the blue line, out to center. That shot didn't go very far, did it? Not sure it even got to the goaltender. Homestead with it now at their own blue line. They'll shoot it ahead, but it's intercepted by Jedlow. He'll swat it down deep in the Homestead end, and Fond du Lac will make a line change here on the fly. Here come the Highlanders out of their own zone. Up on the right wing side, the pass goes to Brooks Ralph. He sends it deep along the inboards, in behind the net. Centering pass comes all the way out near the blue line. Shot from there, dribbles wide. I'm not sure that Schober could see it through traffic, but at any rate, it dribbled wide. In behind the Cardinal goal cage now. Comes to the near side. Going in to play it, Brooks Ralph. In front, right through the crease and over to the far side. Little pressure being put on here by Homestead, isn't there? Out to center ice. Back comes Fond du Lac. Skating with it, Chase O'Shea. Dumps it in behind the goal. Stop there. Played around on the near side now and out to center ice, but not out. Shot taken, broken up in front, and back the other way come the Highlanders on the stick of Adam Hobbs. Hobbs plays it down to the corner, slides in behind the goal cage. Who's got it there? A check. Down goes the Highlander player. Puck is still loose back of the Cardinal goal cage. Well, who's going to get it? Finally, it's picked up by the Highlanders. They send it out to the blue line. Shot from there, broken up in the slot. Traffic stopped that one, and it comes back to the Homestead blue line. They'll play it ahead to the Fond du Lac line, and now back to the red line. Little catch here. Fond du Lac with it, taking a shot, but not getting it all was Joseph Voigt. Round in the far corner of the zone. Homestead looking to get it out. Here they come the other way. With it is Cole Simpson, senior, big kid. Takes a shot that's wide of the mark, wide to the left. Puck comes around to the half wall on the right wing side. From there, it's played all the way around to the other side, and here comes Fond du Lac. Coming out of his own end with it, that'd be Joseph Voigt. He shoots it ahead and then leaves for the line change. Back into the Fond du Lac end. We've played 7 minutes, no score. Not a lot of shots either. But a quick moving game. A couple of icings have stopped it a little bit, but other than that, we just keep right on going. Fond du Lac kind of break out of their own zone. The pass was broken up at the red line. Now it comes back to the Homestead blue line, where it's picked up by the Highlanders. They send it up ahead on the left wing side, but Jack Jedlow is right there for Fond du Lac. Loose at the red line, taken away, and back comes Homestead. In over the line, moving to the low slot. Oh, unable to get a shot away. Back on the defense was Chase Koenigs. That was almost a breakaway, but Koenigs got back and had a step to break it up. Very close. Fond du Lac coming the other way with it now. At the red line, grabbing it, Dane Hefter. Hefter plays it around in behind the goal cage. It's loose there, picked up by Alex Poole for the Highlanders of Homestead. Got to get these nicknames right. Up it comes now, back into the Fond du Lac zone, off the far boards. Fond du Lac's Thomas O'Leary, a sophomore defenseman, plays it, shoots it ahead to the blue line. That being the Jedlow. Sends it around in behind the goal cage. Homestead quickly back to get it on the stick of Adam Hobbs. Now behind the net, the Jedlow. Puck goes to the far corner. Hobbs along the wall and out to center ice it comes. This is Joseph Verispe, it's pronounced. Not spelled that way, but that's how you pronounce it. In behind the goal cage now. The Highlanders centering pass in front. Nobody could get a stick on it, and it's finally ridden to the end boards by Najedlo. Loose puck, check it, that was not Najedlo. That was Ryan Sabel to the near corner. Fond du Lac clears it out of their own end. Sabel with a nice play there. Shot on goal from the red line right on, and it's saved by William Schober. And that would be his second save of the night. Check it third. Shots are 3-1. Homestead. Faceoff will come into Fond du Lac zone. No score, 8:30 left in the first period. Facing it off for Homestead will be Joey Hobbs, out with Max Henry and Cole Simpson. Fond du Lac on the draw will have Joseph Voigt with Chase O'Shea and Ryan Sabel. Puck played down into the Homestead end. Along the end boards to the near side, along the half wall here. Who's going to get it? Fond du Lac trying to get control, unable to do so, but it's held in for a moment anyway. And then literally thrown out of the zone by the Highlanders. And that's a hand pass. I didn't know if the official caught it, but he did. So that stops play. We'll get a face-off. Still no score. Happy to have you with us tonight. Springs winning the opener, beating Brookfield by the score of a 4-3 in overtime. Face-off coming left side of the zone. On the draw for the Ledgers, Chase O'Shea. Puck is dropped, bang it around right at the face-off circle. Finally picked up and skated out of the zone. And back comes Homestead on the stick of Cole Simpson. In over the line, down to the corner, but it's taken away over there by Zach Smith, freshman defenseman for Fond du Lac. Out to center ice at the red line. The loose puck picked up by the Highlanders, and they'll send it back into the Fond du Lac end. Out to center ice. Fond du Lac with it now. Joseph Voigt from the blue line shot right on. Easy save made by the goaltender, Hathaway. In the corner along the boards, picked up by Homestead, and they'll bring it out of their own end on the right side. Ridden off the play there was number 23. That's Adam Hobbs, and Fond du Lac will get it and flip it in over the line and work on a line change here. At center ice, loose puck picked up, played to the Fond du Lac line, grabbing it over there. Brooks Ralph down to the corner, lost the puck. Cardinals take it away. Nice defensive play by Chase Koenigs. Centering pass. Actually, Fond du Lac had it, and they shot it rink wide out the center. Now it's played down into the Homestead end. Sam Todd in the near corner. Brookfield, check that. Homestead will pick it up. Brookfield's probably on the bus on the way home after suffering a very tough overtime loss here tonight. Here comes Homestead with it. They'll shoot it wide of the net. Comes off the end boards to the near side. Along the half wall here. Fond du Lac will pick it up. Pass ahead at the red line was broken up for a moment. Now Colton Sabel, freshman forward, shoots it ahead as he leaves the ice on a line change. Puck played down in behind the Homestead cage. Homestead with it out of their own zone, but Fond du Lac will break it up right away. That's Kalen Denny. At the blue line, Denny has to tag up and get on side, which he does, but Homestead will take advantage of that and get the puck. A big check thrown by Najedlo right here at the red line. Going down was Jake Elkert. Now it's picked up. Shot goal. Fond du Lac has just scored. Lighting the lamp for the first time tonight is Henry Lang. Henry Lang gets the goal. Came down the right side of the slot, and Fond du Lac leads it 1-0. Nice goal that time by Lang. Henry, only a freshman, gets the goal. Very exciting moment for him, isn't it? That goal comes at the 10:35 mark. Najedlo gets the assist on the goal. Slot out in front, and it's a 1-0 game. Fond du Lac on top. Put that on the far side, past the goaltender Hathaway. Although it was almost a straightaway shot, a little bit to the right side of the slot. Now we go down to the Fond du Lac end. Little scrum in front of the goal cage, and it's cleared to the corner. Fond du Lac over to get it, now enjoying a 1-0 lead. But a lot of work to do yet tonight. This Homestead team skates pretty nice. Homestead will play it. Nathan Shrimp sends it ahead to the Fondy line. Right there to play it, Dane Hefter. Hefter with it in his own zone. Leaves it over there from the Jedlow. Back on the near side along the boards. Looks like Noah Wilson, the defenseman. Noah flips it high in the air, and it'll go right past the goal cage. Just missed the side of the goal. It was a bouncing puck after it came down. Homestead grabs it in their own end. They'll play it out to center ice, scooping it up near the red line. And starting up ice with it, Cole Simpson sends it down in the Cardinal end. It'll slide in behind the goal cage. Going in, Noah Wilson for Fond du Lac plays it to the near side. And the Cardinals will clear it out. Loose puck at the red line. Cardinals get it and bang it ahead. That's off the stick of Ryan Sabel. A lot of young players on this Fond du Lac team. Along the end boards to the far corner, the red-clad Highlanders can't get it out. It's held in by Joseph Voigt for Fond du Lac. Down in the corner, Voigt being tied up over there by Adam Hobbs, and the puck will come to the half wall, where it's banged ahead by Thomas O'Leary. Still loose in the corner now. Ryan Sobel with it. Behind the net and over to the near corner. Cardinals have it. Chase O'Shea off the boards, out to the point. Shot from there, deflected. That was Chase Koenig's. Was deflected in front, never got through, and it goes out of play. 5:01 to play, first period. Cardinals on top here, 1-0. Henry Lang getting the goal. You know how many goals Henry Lang has scored on the season? That's his fifth goal of the year. Face-off coming now in the Homestead zone. Puck in behind the goal cage. Picked up back there by Sean Driscoll. Driscoll behind his own net. Being bothered by a couple of Cardinal players who try to take it away, and they do. That was Joseph Voigt. Plays it ahead. Held in at the blue line. Here's a wrist shot right on. Puck knocked down in front. Loose in the slot. Still loose right there. And finally Homestead will get it and skate away with it. That rebound came right straight out in front. That can be dangerous. But the defense saved the goaltender on that one and cleared it away. Now Fond du Lac in their own end with 4.5 minutes to go in the first period. They'll bang it up ice to the blue line. The Judlow plays it there ahead to Ryan Sobel. Leaves it along the boards for O'Shea. Chase in over the line with it. Bangs it rink wide right at the blue line. And then we're going to have a line change and whistle. We got a penalty coming up here. And I think this is going to go on Homestead. And an elbowing call. First penalty of the game. And it'll go on Homestead for the elbow. And it's going to be Joseph Verapee going to the box. Joseph Verapee in the first period for an elbow. And that comes with 4:19 left in the period. So the Cardinals up 1-0. Now go on the power play. Face off left side of the zone. On the draw for Fondy will be Denny. And he'll win it back to Najedlo. On the power play, he plays at the left point. He sends it across to the other side of the ice over there, Noah Wilson. Dumps it along the half wall on the right side to Denny. Back out and top. Shot from there. Goal scored! Power play goal, Noah Wilson. So Fondy quickly has opened up a 2-goal lead. This one comes on the power play. I think Denny will get an assist on this one for sure. Just inside the blue line, and I'm sure the goaltender Hathaway was screened. Time of that goal comes at the 12:58 mark. And it's a 2-0 Fond du Lac game now on the power play. So both teams skating back at full strength. Goal scored again by Noah Wilson with the assist on that one by Kalen Denny. And getting a second assist, Dane Hefter. 2-0 Cardinals now. They've had 5 shots on goal. Homestead has 3. But 2 of those shots are in the net. Face off left side of the zone. It'll be Najedlo for Fond du Lac. And taking the draw for Homestead will be Joey Hobbs. Played around and out the center ice. Back to retrieve for Fond du Lac, Zach Smith. The freshman sends it across to the near side. Dane Hefter with it. And Dane slides it down into the Homestead end behind the goal cage. That's where the Highlanders play it. Picked up and sent up along the far side wall. Homestead at their own blue line. Oh, Denny takes it away. Can't get back to it in time though. And just getting back to save it was Cole Simpson. And he sends it down into the Fond du Lac end. Played along the inboards to the near corner. Cardinals trying to pick it up. That was Noah Wilson over there. Now Noah backs up and another Cardinal comes in, but we're screened by the crowd here, and that's okay. We like to see fans. Out to center ice. Cardinals come back. Kalen Denny in over the line. He's working there with Hefter, and it's a whistle and an offside. Well, just as he came in over the line, he lost control of the puck, and as a result of that, teammate offside. So we'll get line changes here. Both teams changing them up. It looks like we're going to have Andy Buchanan, Will Gebhardt, and Brooks Ralph for Homestead, and the Fond du Lac will counter with Chase O'Shea, Ryan Sobel, and Joseph Voigt. Puck shot down into the Homestead zone right off the face-off. Highlanders have it, and they'll work at the center ice, but quickly it's taken away by Chase Koenigs. Pass was a little long, and Koenigs was the first player there. Shot ahead now to the Homestead blue line. They have it, and they'll shoot it to the Fond du Lac line. We're back to get it, Thomas O'Leary. 2:40 to go now in the first period. 2-0 Fondy. Cardinals come back in over the line. Loose puck in the slot. Homestead will pick it up, and they'll clear it off the near boards to center ice. Delayed offside. Cardinals tag up now and get onside. And while that's happening, the puck will be shot ahead by Brooks Ralph to the Fond du Lac line. It's broken up right there. Playing the puck for Fond du Lac, Noah Wilson. Shoots it ahead. It'll bounce right in on goal, and the goaltender Hathaway will save it. And we got too many men on the ice for Homestead, I see 6. 6 of them were in on the action. Well, that don't work so good, does it? And I saw the linesman counting, and sure enough, he saw, and then later I saw it, and Homestead will get the penalty, too many ice, and serving it will be Alex Poole. Well, they didn't need that after giving up 2 goals and falling behind. And now shorthanded, and see if the Cardinals can take advantage of that. The Cardinals will send Kalen Dinny to take the draw to the left, Dane Hefter, and to the right will be Henry Lang. Back at the blue line, Jack Najedlo. On the near side and the far side, it'll be Noah Wilson. Off the face-off, it goes to the corner of the Highlanders zone. Picked up and played back to the blue line. Held in nicely by Noah Wilson on that bouncing puck. High slot straight out. Shot right on. Save and no rebound this time. Well, Dave Hathaway had a perfect view of that shot from Wilson just inside the blue line, top of the slot. Minute 47 left on the Cardinal power play. 2:03 left in the first period. Puck goes to the corner of the Homestead zone on the right side. Fondy will get it and work the power play. Again, top of the slot. This time they don't shoot it. They send it right side to Dinny. Back on the near side, Wilson. Shot, save made. Loose puck covered up. And a whistle quickly stops play. A lot of defensemen right there, as well as a couple of Cardinals. And that stops play. As we're late in the first period now, 2-0 Fond du Lac. This time the puck will be dropped on the near side of the zone, as you see. Played down the other end of the rink. Homestead takes a little pressure off their penalty kill unit here. Fondy will have to go back and retrieve. Jack Najedlo in his own zone. In the corner, and got another Cardinal down there, I think. Nope, that was Najedlo all the way. Sends it up to center ice. That pass was intended for Henry Lang. Henry only a freshman, but he skates very nice. Played back into the Fond du Lac zone. Minute 24 to go in the period. Fondy picking it up. Najedlo on the near side, coming out to center ice, crosses the red line to the blue line, fakes a shot, moves in, takes a drive now, and Hathaway with a save and gives no rebound. He faked the shot, got control of it again, and then snapped the wrister, and it was right on, and Hathaway made the save. Fondy now with 9 shots on goal, 7 saves recorded by Hathaway so far in the first period. Face-off will come right side of the zone. Fondy's changed up personnel here. On the draw will be Chase O'Shea, and it's going to be Joseph Verapi for Homestead. Fond du Lac wins the draw on the Najedlo, straight out, top of the slot. Wrist shot, deflected wide. Off the end boards, poked along the boards to the near side at the half wall. Played down into the corner, and Homestead will try to pick it up there. That's Adam Hobbs. Under a minute now left in the first period. Along the end boards behind the net, Ryan Sobel trying to get a handle on it, but can't. It's played around to the near point. Najedlo for Fond du Lac. Sends it across to the far side. Fondy setting up the power play here now. Top of the slot, trying to work it to Thomas O'Leary. Now back on the right side, a drive from there, knocked down by the defense, never got anywhere. That was Chase Koenig's on the shot, I believe. Nope, check it. That was, yes, O'Shea. Chase O'Shea shot that one. O'Shea with it again. Out near the blue line. At the blue line, it's sent down low, picked up and cleared down the other end. 22 seconds left in the first period. Cardinals on top, 2-0. On the power play well, it's over. Penalty is over now. Both teams back to full strength. And back comes Homestead. In over the line. 10 seconds left. Shot broken up by the sliding defenseman on the play, Noah Wilson. And the puck sails out of play. Nice play by Noah Wilson to break it up. Homestead trying to get on the board here late in the first period, but denied on a fine defensive play. 7.2 seconds left here in period number 1. Dinny on the face-off for Fondy, and coming in for Homestead is Joey Hobbs. The puck goes in behind the Cardinal net off the draw, played around, and that will be the end of the first period with the score. Fond du Lac 2, the Homestead Highlanders nothing. Saves in the first period for Hathaway of Homestead, 7. And for William Schober of Fond du Lac, 3. So not a lot of shots being generated by Homestead. Scoring in the first period went this way. At the 10:35 mark, Henry Lang, the freshman, with an assist from Jack Najedlo. He got that shot off in the slot, and it beat Hathaway, making it 1-0. And then a little over 2 minutes later at 12:58, Fond du Lac got a power play goal. This one was scored by sophomore Noah Wilson and he was assisted by Kalen Dinney, and the second assist to Dane Hefter. That was a drive just inside the blue line, somehow got through bodies, and the screen goaltender had no chance. 2 penalties in the first period, both on Homestead. First one was an elbow, and that one was called on Joseph Verapi, and that came with 4:19 left in the period. And then the second one, and that's the one that resulted for Homestead. That second penalty was Alex Poole. He served the penalty for too many men on the ice. So one of the penalties, the penalty kill, gave up a goal. Fond du Lac got a power play goal. So that's where we're at now at the end of the first period with the score. The Fondy Cardinals 2, the Highlanders of Homestead nothing.
Jackson Call Insurance. Sharing knowledge and building trust since 1956. That's just not a tagline. That's a standard we use in every customer interaction. I'm Mitch Call. Insurance is nothing more than a piece of paper and a promise. At Jackson Call, we make sure that piece of paper covers your exposures, and the promise is we'll always be there when you need us. At Jackson Call, our solemn oath is simple. At all times, we will provide you with the most comprehensive and competitive product available for you, your family, and your business.
This silver dollar has been in our family for generations. I had it with me the night I won the heart of your grandmother. Wait, that was Chrissy Redfern. Don't tell Nana. It even saved my life from a nail gun in the great construction riots. And now, I want you to... Never mind.
No dollar is safe. The new Dollar Cravings menu. 11 craveable creations, each for $1.
We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out. Do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up.
Two things you only dreamed would come together. A delicious cheesy quesadilla wrapped around a beefy burrito. The new Quesarito from Taco Bell.
It's the Winter Chill event at Van Horn Hyundai of Fond du Lac, Northeast Wisconsin's Hyundai Giant. Lease Vista launch for only $159 a month with 0 down.
Or this Sonata for only $186 a month with 0 down.
Or this Santa Fe for only $269 per month.
And we'll cover the maintenance for the term of the lease.
Giant savings, giant selection on the state's largest Hyundai inventory. Because it's all about you. Sale ends on Saturday at 5 p.m. GoVanHorn.com.
To feel good about your smile and your dentist, visit Sorauer Dental. They are dedicated to personalized dental care. So for your family dental needs, visit Dr. Todd Sorauer at 845 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.
Well, we're back at the Blue Line Family Ice Center here in Fond du Lac. Our first intermission of this regional tournament game. Fond du Lac leading after one period, 2-0 over the Highlanders of Homestead High School. Well, the WIAA Girls Tournament also underway this week. Tuesday night, Arrowhead easily defeated Brookfield and advance on. And tomorrow night they'll play University School. Also in action tonight, their first tournament game of the season, the Warbirds, the Fond du Lac Waupun co-op team, and they're playing over at Wapaka. That game started at 7 o'clock tonight, and the winner of that one will advance to play the winner of the Cedarburg Green Bay East game. That's being played also tonight. Green Bay East is the number 2 seed in this sectional. U School's number 1. Fond du Lac Co-op team came in seeded 6th, and Wapaka 3rd. Earlier in the year, the two teams played. Wapaka beat Fond du Lac 4-1. Wapaka's overall record 22-2. Their two losses, one was to Northland Pines Eagle River, and the other one to University School of Milwaukee. They were the champions in the Great Northern Conference, winning 11 and losing only 1. That sectional championship game is scheduled to be played right here at the Blue Line Ice Center in Fond du Lac at 7 o'clock, 1 week from tomorrow night. So there's something you might want to take in, depending on what's going on your schedule. So 4 sections have hockey for the girls. The WIAA began sponsoring a tournament program for the girls in the 2001-2 season. Initially, there were 6 schools sponsored the sport as an interscholastic activity. In 2011, that number had increased to 33. Qualifiers for that very first tournament were Hudson, Viroqua, the Fondy Waupun team, and Onalaska. Hudson has won the first 2 championships, beating Viroqua 3-2 in overtime in the first one, and then beating the Fondy Waupun Co-op team the next year. Same score each time in overtime, 3-2. Fond du Lac won the title in 2004, defeating Superior 2-1, and then Superior came back to win the next year, 3-0 over Onalaska. Fond du Lac Waupun Co-op team won the title in 2006, and the Appleton Co-op team captured the title in its first season as a program the next year in 07. The Mosinee Co-op program with DC Everest, Wausau East and West won the 2008 championship. 2012 championship was won by that same group of schools, but its identity was DC Everest Co-op, as some of those schools broke off on their own. The titles from 2009, 10, and 11 were won by 2 different versions of the River Falls Co-op team. So lots of action. The Fond du Lac Waupun Co-op team has been to 7 state tournaments. St. Mary Springs had some players on that team for a couple of years, but none this year. The River Falls Co-op has won the most games in state tournament competition with 6. 5 wins for the Fond du Lac Co-op team. So just bring you update a little bit on the Warbirds, as we call them, the Fond du Lac Waupun Co-op team. And they're off to Wapaka tonight to play a very, very strong opponent. So how that shakes out, we don't know yet. Looking at the state hockey scoring, the leading scorer would be Jacob Thousand from Wanakee with 86 points on 40 goals. His teammate Blake Ripley, 85 points, 35 goals, would be second. Connor Blank of St. Mary Springs, 71 points on 39 goals, and he's added a couple more tonight, including a game winner. Tied with Connor for third. From Aquinas would be Justin Kendall. As far as our other area players, 19th leading scorer in the state would be Anthony Grebe from the Springs. Came into tonight with 58 points. Brady Beekman from Waupun would be 23rd, 56 points. Fondy's Jack Najedlow, 28th leading scorer in the state with 51 points. As far as the girls go, the leading scorer out of Wapaka, Mandy Tomlinson, who our Warbirds are seeing tonight, she has 94 points, which includes 57 goals. University Schools, Nicola Unsworth, 90 points. Boy, that's a lot of points. 58 of them goals. And Wapaka's Mackie Ash, 83 points. So the Warbirds are facing the number 1 and 3 leading scorers in the state tonight. Good luck, huh? Got to play solid D and get a strong effort in the goal. The Fondy Co-op team, the leading scorer was Brecken Overbo with 26 points, 16 goals. Kendall and Atchison had 18 points on 10 goals. Maddie Zip, 16 points, 7 goals. Miranda Zip, 14 points and 7 goals. Callie Ty had 14 points, and Mary Sharupa had 13 points. So, got to give the girls a little airtime here tonight, don't we? They play hard. They've really come a long way, as you just heard. Started out with just a few teams, and they're up into the 30s now. So that's really good to see. Well, here we are between period number 1 and 2 at the Blue Line Family Center in Fond du Lac, 2-0. The Fondy Redbirds leading the Highlanders of Homestead High School. Glad you're with us tonight. Hope you'll stay with us. Could be an exciting game to the finish. We hope so. First one went to overtime before St. Mary Springs defeated and eliminated Brookfield in just a thrilling game. Fondy looks to be in control of this one after one, out shooting Homestead 9-3, but we have 2 periods to go. Ice is being resurfaced and they're finishing up right now. The teams will be coming back out on the ice. We're about 2 minutes away from the start of period number 2. Pretty good crowd here tonight. A lot of the fans from game 1, of course, have left, and the Brookfield people have a long ride home. I imagine they have school tomorrow. And a nice crowd down here to my left, Fond du Lac fans, and to my right, Fond du Lac students. And I've been pretty good. I haven't mentioned Goodrich yet tonight. For years we did games and they were still Fond du Lac Goodrich. Kind of sticks with you, but I guess we've outgrown that. Is that the right term? Anyway, the winners here tonight will play next Tuesday. So Fondy Springs advances, and they'll play the winner of the Sheboygan University School game, which will be played tomorrow night. U School's hosting that one down at Uline Ice Arena at 7:30. Winner of that one will get St. Mary Springs next Tuesday, and that should be played at the team with the highest seed. So if Sheboygan were to win, that game would be played here in Fond du Lac. If U Schools wins, it'll be played down there. And on the other side of the ledger, Homestead Fond du Lac, winner of this game will play next Tuesday versus the winner of the Arrowhead Cedarburg game. Cedarburg is the #1 seed, and very, very impressive statistics. However, Arrowhead gave them all they wanted in a game not too long ago before falling. So never assume, and we're in tournament play, goal here, goal there make a big difference. So that's where this sectional shapes up. Maybe during our next break we can tell you if there's any surprises elsewhere. I don't think so. A 9 seed beat an 8 seed the other night. Otherwise, the high seeds have won every game. Again tonight, we thank our sponsors who bring this video cast possible. Taco Bell, Van Horn Hyundai, Jackson Call Insurance, Moraine Park Technical College, and Dr. Serauer, Associated Family Dentistry. Thank you, Doctor, and all the rest of you for sponsoring our broadcast of these 2 games tonight. Highlanders, as you see, coming out onto the ice. They'll be going from our right to left in period number 2. Lots of red with white. Red sweaters with white trim. And here come the host Cardinals, wearing the white sweaters, black breezers, and some red trim, black helmets. And Fondy's had those colors for a long time. So we get ready to go, period number 2. As I said, Fond du Lac 9 shots on goal. Homestead has generated 3 shots on goal in 17 minutes. That's a little bit tough. They did have to serve some penalties, 2 of them. One of them didn't serve its entirety because a goal was scored. Coming into the face-off circle is Alex Poole for Homestead and Jack Najedlow for the Fondy Redbirds. At center ice, it's picked up by Homestead, and they'll shoot it ahead. That comes off the stick of Adam Hobbs. In behind the Fond du Lac goal cage, Najedlow back there for Fond du Lac. Comes to the near corner, picked up there by Dinny. He tries to work it along the near boards, but Homestead will keep it in, at least for the moment. Now it's banged down to the corner. They couldn't get it out. In to get it for Fond du Lac is Zach Smith. Along the near boards, Fond du Lac coming out to center ice. Long lead pass across the rink at the red line. Shot in from there by Dane Hefter. Down the corner it goes, picked up and played along the end boards. Over to the near corner now. Homestead gets it in their own end. Off the wall on the near side, now to center ice, right onto the stick of Joey Hobbs. Hobbs shoots it in. Comes almost out in front of the Cardinal goal cage after the inboards, but swept away by the D. Najedlow picks it up, takes a heavy check into the boards. Down he goes. Puck played along the far side by Noah Wilson, and Noah couldn't get it out. Held in at the blue line by Max Henry. Now it's cleared down the other way. No icing. All the way down into the Homestead end. 2-0 Fondy, 1 minute into the second period. Puck swatted along the end boards to the near side where it's picked up by the Highlanders. They'll work it up ahead to the red line, and dumping it down deep is Andy Buchanan. Round to the far corner, in for Fondy to get it, Chase Koenigs. Chase bumped up against the boards, puck comes in behind the net, Noah Wilson. Back to the far corner, that would be Wilson with it, Noah. Sends it up ahead to the blue line and out to center ice. Right at the red line, Fond du Lac will pick it up. Skating ahead with it, Joseph Voigt in over the line, slams on the brakes at the half wall. Puck loose there, picked up by a teammate, that was Ryan Sabel. He sends it down near the corner, now it comes out to the blue line and out to center ice. Back comes Homestead on a rush. Shot from the blue line. Went off the glove of the goaltender, Schober. Not sure it was on goal or not from our angle, but at any rate, it goes to the far corner. Picked up there by Homestead. Off the board, skating in for Fond du Lac now, Chase O'Shea. Can't get it out in front in the crease. Now it's loose, right loose in the crease. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if there was even a shot there, but it somehow got into the crease underneath the Fond du Lac goaltender, William Schober. Check that. Yes, Schober. Somehow the puck was under him, and it stayed there as he slid out of the crease. That was very close. Puck was loose right in front of the crease, and somehow it slid into the crease underneath William, and he went down on it and made the save. 5 shots now on goal for Homestead. Here's a shot right off the face-off from the top of the face-off circle by Homestead. They're kind of tuning it up a little bit here. Out at the red line, loose puck there, and Jedlo goes down, tried to pick it up for Fondy. Fondy gets it now, shoot it in deep, in behind the goal cage to the far corner. Swatted down the other end of the ice, and that'll be icing call against Homestead. 14:43 to go, second period. Fond du Lac with a pair of goals in the first period, lead by that much. Comes back down into the Highlanders zone. Jedlo on the face-off. He'll be out there with Denny and Hefter. And for Homestead, as they drop the puck, Hobbs, Henry, and Simpson. 2 number 1 lines. Puck goes to the far corner in the Homestead zone. Picked up by the Highlanders. Can they get it out? No. It's held in by Fond du Lac's Dane Hefter. Along the wall on the far side. Hefter trying to keep it in. Finally it's picked up, and here comes Homestead the other way. That was Max Henry with it. In over the line. Loose puck. Fond du Lac will knock it back to the red line. Grabbing it, Kalen Denny. In over the line on the right wing side. Still has it. Centering pass in front. Nobody there. Comes all the way out to the left point. Held in. Played down to the corner. Now it's bounced out to center ice at the red line. Picked up there by Fond du Lac. Now Homestead gets it, and they'll send it back into the Fond du Lac zone. Out to center ice. Denny with it on the near side. At the red line. Comes in over the blue line along the boards. Looks to center it. Drops it from the Jedlo, and he lets a drive go that's wide. Jack let her rip, but it was a little bit wide. Picked up by Homestead, and here they come to center ice. Loose puck at the red line. Fond du Lac will get it, and the Jedlo coming in over the line. At the half wall, sends it around behind to the goal cage. Picked up, and they couldn't center it. The defense doing a good job there. Henry Lang behind the net now with the Golden Knight. Had the puck for a moment to the far corner. That would be in the Jedlo. He's coming off, says I need a rest. To complete a line change here in the corner of the Homestead zone. Along the far boards, it's picked up by Homestead's Joey Hobbs. Hobbs with it, and he sends it down the other end, and that'll be an icing. 2-0 Fond du Lac. Second period moving along quickly. Fond du Lac now out shooting the Highlanders 9-5 in the game. And lead 2-0. 13:22 to go, second period. Homestead completing a line change here. Looks like they have out the unit of Andy Buchanan, Will Gebhardt, and Brooks Ralph. Fond du Lac will answer with the line of O'Shea, Sobel, and Voigt. Off the face-off, comes in behind the Homestead goal cage, center out in front, but the D right there to take it away. That's Sean Driscoll. Driscoll playing it ahead, but not out of the zone. Finally, it's banged out to the red line. Fond du Lac will get it and shoot it right back in. Little pressure being put on here by Fond du Lac now as they work their forecheck very well. Puck goes to the near corner. Homestead picks it up. See what happens as they try to work it off the boards. They get it and can't get it out, though. Nice hustling play there by Fond du Lac. That was Joseph Voigt. And it stays into the Homestead zone. Big check was thrown there in the inboards. Gets a reaction from the student body. That always does. At center ice now. Homestead will pick it up and bang it into the Fond du Lac end, but not for long as Ryan Sobel comes away with it. Up ahead to the blue line. Coming to the line with it is Trace O'Shea. Loose in the slot. O'Shea's shot broken up in front by a sliding defenseman. Almost goal 3. Good alert play, though, by the Highlander defenseman. Down in the corner along the boards. Who's going to come away with it? They scrap for it down there, and it's picked up and cleared back to the blue line. Fondy will hold it in. On the far side, drive from there, broken up. That was Hefter's shot, and Homestead will clear it out. Out at center ice, rink wide it comes right at the red line. Picked up there by Noah Wilson. He shoots it in over the line on the far side, but nobody there except Homestead, and they'll quickly clear it back into the Fond du Lac end. They had a player grazing around in the slot there, but nobody able to get him a puck. Fond du Lac in their own end now with it. Hefter in the far corner. Gets control, looks up ice, sends it ahead for Kalen Denny. Here comes Denny at the red line, off his stick, and it's picked up by Homestead. 2-0 Fond du Lac, second period. Down in the corner of the Cardinals zone, back to retrieve Noah Wilson. He's banged up against the boards, but right there to get it, Chase Koenigs for Fondy to the far corner now. Homestead trying to forecheck well here, see if they can. Out it comes to center ice. They've had 5 shots so far in the game, not very many. Not for a lack of effort, though. They're working hard. Puck down in the Homestead end, goes to the far corner. That's Thomas O'Leary for Fond du Lac. Here's a shot taken from the top of the face-off circle. Letting that one go was Joseph Voigt. Now it's at the face-off circle near side. Along the boards, banged out the center ice. It'll slide all the way down in the Fond du Lac end, and that'll be an icing on the Cardinals with 10:59 to play, second period. Still 2-0 in favor of Fond du Lac. Face-off will come to the right side, near side of the zone. Looks like the Cardinals will have Chase Aucher, Ryan Sobel, and Joseph Voigt. That'll be the line on the ice. And for the Highlanders, looks like Buchanan, Gebhardt, and Ralph. In behind the Homestead goal cage, right off the draw, goes to the far corner. Homestead working hard to try and get it out of their own end, but Fond du Lac's forecheck keeps it in. From the point, it was shot down deep by Koenigs. Along the inboards now to the near corner. Homestead over to get it. They'll work it along the near wall and try and get it out, but unable to do so, and finally they will. As the puck slides across to the other side of the rink, where it's played by Koenigs, who shoots it right back deep into the Homestead end. 10:30 to go now in the second period. Nothing's changed. Still 2-0 Fond du Lac. In the corner, Fond du Lac trying to get control of it. Comes in behind the goal cage. Picked up by Homestead. And sliding the puck back to the near corner. That was Hobbs. Picked up now, and here comes Homestead. At center ice, gliding across the red line was Will Gebhardt. He drops the pass to the top of the face-off circle where it's picked off. Here comes Fond du Lac back the other way. Sobel in over the line. Dumps it in the slot, but unable to get it on the stick of a teammate, and Homestead will pick it up and shoot it back down in the Fond du Lac end, and once again, we'll have an icing on the Homestead Highlanders. They come into tonight's game with a 24-10-1 record. Won their first tournament game on Tuesday. Now trailing Fond du Lac here in the second period, 2-0. Face off left side of the zone for Fond du Lac. Henry Lang out with Colton Sobel and Sam Todd. As we get a line change here for Fondy. Puck picked up by Homestead, and it goes up and hits one of the Cardinal players on the bench. And that'll bring a face-off from the spot where that puck was shot ahead. For Homestead, it's Joseph Verapi, Cole DeStefanis, we'll get it right, there we go, and Jake Elkert. Here's a shot by Fond du Lac's O'Leary right on, and a save made. Puck played around out to center ice. Fond du Lac with it. They shoot it right back into the zone, and again the Highlanders have to work to get it out of their own end. Out to center ice at the red line, played ahead by Colton Sobel. Shoots it in behind the goal cage. Picked up and cleared out. Fond du Lac will go back to retrieve at their own line. That's Chase Koenigs again. Up ahead on the right wing side, played by Colton Sobel. Back to center ice. Kind of playing catch here a little bit at the neutral ice area. At the red line, Fond du Lac trying to get it ahead. Colton Sobel. He'll be heading off the ice for the line change, but they do get it down into the Highlander end. Now Homestead trying to clear it out of their own zone along the near side boards. The going's a little tough right there. Comes back out to the blue line, but it's held in. Here's Fond du Lac. Dinny all alone. Shot. Oh! Kalen Dinny. He got loose behind the defense and scores the Fond du Lac third goal. Well, he was all alone in front, and that's not good news for the opposing goaltender. That one comes in the second period at the 8:10 mark. And that makes the score 3-0 in favor of the Cardinals. 8:50 left to play. Second period. Jack Nagedlo gets the assist on the goal. Now we get an icing call here on Homestead as they send it down to the Fond du Lac end. So now it's 3-0 Redbirds. They have 11 shots on goal, 3 have gone in. Face-off will come on the near side of the rink. And we got a timeout called by Homestead. Probably a good call by their coach. Give the team a chance to regroup a little bit here. So the teams gather around their coach in front of their bench. Tom Navari is the coach at Homestead. Not sure how long he's been coaching there. My information didn't give me that. has a nice team, a winning record on the year. They're just so far being a little bit outskated here by Fond du Lac. Second assist on that last goal goes to Sam Todd, they've just announced. So it's Dinny from Najedlo and Todd. Goal number 3. 8:40 to play, second period. Fond du Lac wanting to advance to Tuesday night and lead 3-0. William Schober has made 5 saves so far in the game, and we're almost at the midway point of regulation. So coming out for the face-off will be Najedlo with Dinny and Hefter. And coming out to oppose them will be Joey Hobbs, Cole Simpson, and Joey Hobbs. Joey Hobbs, Max Henry, and Cole Simpson. All right, Homestead with it off the face-off. They bring it out the center ice on the right wing side. That's Mac Henry coming down along the boards, being watched there by Zach Smith. Laid around the boards, out to the near point, held in. Holding it in there was Nathan Shrimp. Over to the far corner, loose along the boards. Rushing over to try and get to it, Noah Wilson. Still loose in the right wing corner, and finally it comes in behind the goal cage where Homestead will play it. Tried to center it, but Najedlo standing alongside the goal cage wouldn't let that happen. Out to the point, laid down to the corner now, grabbing it over there, Simpson. Centers it out in front, and it's knocked wide. Clear broke his stick there, one of the Highlanders. That would be Hobbs. Runs over to the bench to get a new toothpick. Comes back to the blue line. Fond du Lac will grab it and play it ahead. Up ahead at the left wing side, right at the red line. Big check thrown over there on Dane Hefter. And he returns the favor. Fond du Lac has it now at the red line, Najedlo at the near side. Slides it down into the Homestead end. Down in the right wing corner, they go in to get it. Dinny plays it in behind the net. Centering pass comes from Hefter, but it's intercepted in the slot, and Homestead will clear it out. Here they come, rushing in over the line on the right wing side. Nice nifty move. Taking it down to the corner was Hobbs. Adam Hobbs centers it into the high slot where it's broken up. Najedlo has it for Fond du Lac. He'll circle, look up ice, finds a teammate, Dinny. They've done that all year long, worked real well together this line. Dinny, Najedlo, and Hefter. Puck is at the red line now and bouncing down into the Fond du Lac end. No ice on this one. Najedlo back to get it in the corner. Banged hard up against the boards, and down he goes, and we got a penalty coming up. And now a Fondy player goes in hard. Well, we definitely have a penalty coming on Homestead, and a little extracurricular here. Najedlo still lying on the ice, as you can see. He took a real hard shot. Hopefully he will be all right. And I think we're going to end up for sure with a penalty on Homestead, and there might be one coming on Fond du Lac too. These will come with 7:03 left to play. Homestead gets one. That'll be number 17, Joseph Verapi. And Fond du Lac's going to have one, a penalty here on Chase Koenigs. Well, Koenigs came after the fact. We got 2 players going to the box. This could be a big penalty. Could be a major on Homestead. I think the second player down there probably to serve the penalty will be Cole DeStefanis. So we'll see what they put up on the board. Anything along the boards, checking from behind and boarding, is a 5-minute major. And also a 10-minute misconduct, and if they deem it necessary, game DQ. I'm not so sure what I saw would justify a game DQ, but certainly the 5-minute major, because he took him into the boards pretty hard. By the way, Najedlo's gotten up and skated back to the bench. No, he's skating out on the ice right now. He's probably in the back of his mind taking down some numbers, huh? We'll get the penalty call right here. Coincidental minors it'll be. Head contact on the Homestead player. I think head contact also on Koenigs. So that'd be the same on both. Then also the misconduct penalty. So it's going to be 5-on-5 as we resume here. So the misconduct penalty being served, a 10-minuter, but neither team will skate shorthanded as it was coincidental penalties. Fond du Lac's power play was wiped out before it started when Koenigs went in and tried to even things up a little bit. Here's Homestead shot, penalty coming up. We got a penalty coming up here, I think, on Fond du Lac. The shot was on goal. Schober made the save. We're going to get a slashing call. And all of a sudden, the penalties are mounting up here. And this is going to go on Fondy. And coming off the ice will be Ryan Sobel. So all of a sudden, we get a bunch of penalties here. So Sobel goes off, 2-minute minor for a slash. And it'll put Homestead on the power play. See if they can take advantage of it. Trailing 3-0 here with 6:40 to go in the second period. Facing off will be Cole Simpson for Homestead. Not sure what the little bit of a delay is here. I guess we're ready now. Simpson on the draw for Homestead. Looks like Najedlo will take the face-off for Fond du Lac. Now we're ready to go. Homestead with it off the draw to the far boards. Shot from there, never got through traffic, goes to the corner. Najedlo swats at it, then gets it back after it went off the stick or the skates of a defender, and he plays it down into the Homestead end. In behind the goal cage, we'll go back to pick it up and set up the power play. That's Adam Hobbs. Minute 40 left on the man advantage here for the Highlanders. They come through center ice to the far side of the rink. Cole Simpson comes around Najedlo down to the corner and dumps it back to the point. Shot from there. Didn't get through traffic. Blocked in front and limping away is Noah Wilson. And a big hit on the far boards. And once again, Najedlo went down. That was a huge hit. Interference. So Homestead's going to send another player to the penalty box. And this time going off will be Cole Simpson. That'll be a cross check. As he put Najedlo into the boards very hard. That comes with 6:02 left in the period. Well, Najedlo had hit a Homestead player pretty hard along the boards, but it looked pretty clean. And then the blast here, you might call it that, from Simpson, puts Najedlo to the ice, but he's up and ready for the face-off. And now it's 4-on-4 for a minute and 23, and that's when Fondy's penalty, I should say, will expire. And of course, that 10-minute misconduct, they'll serve it all. So 3 players now in the Homestead box. We also got 3 down here in the Fond du Lac box. Chase Koenigs is in there, trying to pick up some more numbers. All right, face off now. Puck is played in the Homestead end. Comes out to center ice, coming up ice with it on the right wing. Trying to move in. Will Gebhardt down into the corner, being watched there by Tom O'Leary. Thomas pins him up by the boards. Puck is loose as they still scrap for it. And it's finally picked up by Homestead behind the net. Centering pass, a weak shot right on. Save made by Schober. Fond du Lac was lucky they didn't get it all. Here's another drive right on. Save made. Schober, no rebound this time. That one was ticketed to the upper right-hand corner of the net. As we see it, over the left shoulder of Schober, but William got his glove up and made a nice save and held on. 5.5 to go in the second period. Busy place down here in the penalty boxes. 3-0, Fond du Lac leads. Face off, near side of the zone. Cardinals will pick it up, bang it off the glass and out the center. Bouncing puck, rushing over to pick this one up is Joey Hobbs. He'll get it and shoot it back down in the Fondy end. Off the corner boards, it comes off and sent back into the corner by Najedlo. Jack logging a lot of ice time. In behind the Cardinal goal cage. Puck there picked up by Noah Wilson. Comes back to Najedlo in the corner to Wilson behind the net. Sends it up on the near side to Kalen Denny. Kalen trying to come out of the zone and can't control it. Najedlo with it now in his own end. Slips and falls. Nothing there. He just lost an edge. Puck picked up and played back off the near side wall. That was intended for Denny, trying to work to get to the puck at the red line. Homestead will get there first. He'll shoot it across the ice. On the other side, circling back in his own end with the puck, that would be Joey Hobbs. Out to center ice. He gets it up on left wing Shrimp, and he shoots it right in on goal. And again, William Schober makes the save. Tried to glove it, I think, but it was juggling it, and finally the whistle stops play. So 2 players come out of the Homestead penalty box now. That would be Cole DeStefanis, and also coming out would be Joseph Verapee. But serving the remainder of his 10-minute is number 14, Cole Simpson. Fond du Lac still shorthanded for 34 more seconds, as they have. Well, Fond du Lac should be back at, I thought, full strength. Shows the penalties have expired. 34 seconds remaining on the penalty to Homestead. Here's the face-off. Fond du Lac at full strength here. Goes to the far corner, picked up by the Cardinals. They'll break it out on the near side. Jack Najedlo, a long lead pass, too long, and that'll be an ice. Icing to call on Fondy with 4:23 to go, second period. Face-off will come all the way back down here in the Cardinal zone to our left as we view the action along with you. Fond du Lac now in edging shots at 12-9, so Homestead's gotten a few shots to kind of close the shot margin a little bit, but none of them have scored, and it's 3-0. Right off the face-off, quick shot right on, save made, no rebound. That was Max Henry, and now we got some pushing and a couple players banging into each other right in front of the crease. Getting a little chippy here in the second period. Well, you know how you solve that. Here comes the referee. He's going to take them both. And these will come with 4:19 left in the period. Going off for Homestead will be Will Gebhardt. And Fond du Lac will also send a player to the penalty box. And they'll post, these are probably coincidentals, they will be. So nothing will show on the scoreboard. The Fond du Lac penalty is on Noah Wilson. These will be roughs. All right, Fond du Lac with it now. Denny in over the line, sends it on the left wing side. Picked up there, centering pass, hits the side of the goal cage. Najedlo with it now to the far corner. That's Denny. Homestead sends the player back out of the penalty box. So right now it's a 5-on-4 Fond du Lac power play. Shot from the left side, right on. Save made by Dave Hathaway, the goaltender. Picked up, plays it to the far boards and out to center ice. Back to get it for Fond du Lac, Thomas O'Leary. Rink wide at the red line. It's intercepted. Here's a breakaway shot. Missed the net. Oh, what a nice play by Cole Simpson. Did everything but score. And Fond du Lac will come back the other way. He intercepted a pass and came in all alone. His wrist shot snapped over the top of the goal cage off the glass. At the red line now, the puck bouncing around. Who's got it? Homestead in over the line. Trying to get one here quickly with 3:20 to go in the second period. Puck down in the corner of the Fond du Lac zone. In behind the goal cage, Dane Hefter. Round on the far side, will come out to center ice. Played in, delayed offside, and they'll whistle it now. Offside the call on Homestead. I think maybe a player touched it along the penalty, the player box there in front of the Homestead bench. 3:12 showing on the clock. Time left in the second period. 3-0 Fond du Lac trying to advance. Fondy now with 13 shots on goal to 10 for Homestead. Off the face-off, it comes down in the corner of the Fond du Lac zone. That'd be Jack Najedlo. His long breakout pass was intercepted. Check it, that was Zach Smith trying to break it out. It was broken up. We're in the Fond du Lac zone here. Out to center ice at the red line. Homestead slaps it off to the near side. That's Najedlo playing back at, check it, number 9 and not 8, Zach Smith. So Smith shot it ahead, but that'll be an icing call on Fond du Lac. Jersey's pulled up a little bit, and that number 9 for a moment looks like a number 8, but we got it right. It's number 9. Zach Smith, freshman, big kid. Moves around pretty well out there. Out it comes to the blue line off the face-off, bounces to the face-off circle, swatted down in behind the goal cage. Trying to work it there is Cole DeStefanis to the far corner, takes a hit to the boards. Puck comes back to the near corner now. Fond du Lac over to pick it up. That'd be Zach Smith. Works it along the near wall and out to center ice. Back comes Fondy in over the line on the left wing side. That's O'Shea. Chase takes it down to the corner. Bumped off the puck by Adam Hobbs. Hobbs, the senior, does a lot on the ice. Mention his name a lot, don't we? Down in the corner of the zone now. Can't really see who's got it down there as they scrap for it. It's going to be picked up by who? Fond du Lac. Into the slot. Wrist shot broken up by the defense in front. That was off the stick of Joseph Voigt. Back out to center ice. Rink wide it comes. Thomas O'Leary with it. 2 minutes to go now in the second period. Cardinals on top, 3-0. Played down in the corner of the Highlanders zone. Along the corner boards, they try to dig it loose again. Who's going to get it? Goes along the end boards to the far corner. Homestead over there quickly. Nathan Shrimp comes back to the blue line and held in. Now it's played out at the red line. Fond du Lac will get it. Back in over the line. Pass intended for Najedlo. Broken up at the last second by Hobbs. Joey Hobbs shoots it ahead. Into the Fond du Lac end. The shot taken right there by Simpson and was knocked away by the goaltender Schober. Nice save. Here's another shot, and this one's knocked off by the goaltender. Got it in his pads. He had the angle played perfectly. Cleared to the corner. Big hit coming, and we got a penalty and a Cardinal player down on the ice. Boy, another heavy-duty hit down here in the corner, and that one did not look pretty. We got a Cardinal player down on his hands and knees. That appears to be Chase O'Shea. And they're calling for somebody from the bench to come on over. That comes with 1:14 left in the period. So Homestead's going to get a penalty here, obviously. We'll see what they call. They're down at the scorer's table. Comes with 1:14 left in the period. Now the Cardinal player, looks like O'Shea, is up now. A little groggy as he skates away. And Homestead will get another penalty. Their 6th of the game. And coming over, well, I don't know who's going to come to the penalty box. The two captains are talking to the referees. Five-minute major for head contact. Well, we've had quite a few penalties here in the second period, unfortunately. 7 altogether for two teams. It's going to be a 5-minute major. Still no one in the penalty box, and I think I see somebody coming out of the player area right now who'll be heading this direction. 5-minute major, which means they'll serve the entire 5 minutes regardless how many goals are scored by the team on the power play. So that's a big hit. 1:14 left to go, second period, 3-0 Fond du Lac. That was a very, very heavy hit on Chase O'Shea. He went down on his face on the ice and then got to all fours. Took him a little while to get up. Well, the two teams are ready to resume action, as you can see. However, no one's in the penalty box yet, and the referee over talking to the coach from Homestead. First game, if you missed it, Fond du Lac Springs defeated Brookfield 4-3 in overtime. Now somebody's coming over to serve this penalty. It's going to be served by David Swanson. So I don't know if a player also got a game disqualification on that Simpson's serving the penalty. If so, it was not announced that way. Anyway, Fond du Lac with it now in their own end, coming out the center. Up on the right wing side, the pass to Kalen Denny. In over the line, we're in the final minute of the period. Along the near side boards, out to the point, held in there by Fond du Lac. That's Noah Wilson, moving into the slot. Wrist shot, save made, and is dribbled wide with a little help from the defense. Fond du Lac trying to score one more yet here before the break on this 5-minute major penalty. It's cleared back to the Fond du Lac end. Jack Najedlow going back to get it for the Redbirds. Off the corner boards, bangs it up ahead here at the red line, playing it there, Henry Lang. Henry coming in over the line, winds up, fires a shot, and Hathaway made a nice save. He saw it coming all the way. Played along the end boards, picked up there by Lang. In behind the net for Denny, bounced over his stick, and it's played off the glass and down the other way. 17 seconds left in the second period. Going back for Fond du Lac, Noah Wilson and Najedlow. Wilson sends it here to Najedlow, coming up alongside the near wall with 6 seconds on the clock. He glides in over the line to the slot. Wrist shot, save made. Puck loose right in front, and that'll be the end of the period. Dave Hathaway made the save. It popped up in the air. I don't think he saw where it was. But then it was cleared away, and that's the end of a pretty wild second period, to say the least. So we'll get you some saves here. Should be 6 in the second period for Hathaway, and looks like 9 for William Schober. So a 2-period total of 13 for Homestead and 12 for the Fond du Lac goaltender, William Schober. Fond du Lac scored 1 in that period, taking a 3-0 lead. That goal was scored by Kalen Denny with an assist from Najedlow and the second assist to Sam Todd. So that's where we're at after 2. Fond du Lac 3, Homestead nothing.
Jackson Call Insurance, sharing knowledge and building trust since 1956. That's just not a tagline. That's a standard we use in every customer interaction. I'm Mitch Call. Insurance is nothing more than a piece of paper and a promise. At Jackson Call, we make sure that piece of paper covers your exposures, and the promise is we'll always be there when you need us. At Jackson Call, our solemn oath is simple. At all times, we will provide you with the most comprehensive and competitive product available for you, your family, and your business.
This silver dollar has been in our family for generations. I had it with me the night I won the heart of your grandmother. Wait, that was Chrissy Redfern. Don't tell Nana. It even saved my life from a nail gun in the great construction riots. And now, I want you to... Never mind.
No dollar is safe. The new Dollar Cravings Menu. 11 craveable creations, each for $1.
We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out. Do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up. We need to talk about your future. Wait, I'll keep this quick. There's more than one recipe for success. Maybe you already have your heart set on a career. Or maybe you just want to do something. Either way, Moraine Park can help. Don't tune out. Do Moraine Park. Visit our website or call to get started. Moraine Park Technical College, for those driven to do. Hey, hook me up.
Two things you only dreamed would come together. A delicious cheesy quesadilla wrapped around a beefy burrito. The new quesarito from Taco Bell.
It's the Winter Chill event at Van Horn Hyundai of Fond du Lac, Northeast Wisconsin's Hyundai Giant. New Vista launch for only $159 a month with 0 down.
Or this Sonata for only $186 a month with 0 down.
Or this Santa Fe for only $269 per month.
And we'll cover the maintenance for the term of the lease.
Giant savings, giant selection on the state's largest Hyundai inventory. Because it's all about you. Sale ends on Saturday at 5 p.m. GoVanHorn.com.
To feel good about your smile and your dentist, visit Sorauer Dental. They are dedicated to personalized dental care. So for your family dental needs, visit Dr. Todd Sorauer at 845 South Main Street in Fond du Lac.
And we're back at the Blue Line Family Ice Center here in Fond du Lac. Intermission number 2, with Fond du Lac leading Homestead by the score of 3-0. We'll bring you up to date here on what's happened so far. Fond du Lac scored a couple of goals in the first period at 10:35. The first one went up on the board. Henry Lang from Jack Najedlow, his 5th goal of the season. Nice shot from the slot. Then at 12:58 of the first period, a power play goal scored by Noah Wilson just inside the blue line. His 6th of the season. Assist to Kalen Dinny and also Dane Hefter. In the second period at 8:10, Cardinals got their 3rd goal. This one scored by Kalen Dinny, assisted by Jack Najedlow and Sam Todd. And on this play, Dinny got the puck and came in all alone and ripped it past Hathaway with a perfect spot on the shot. That made it 3-0, and that's been our scoring so far. Saves in the game so far for Hathaway of Homestead, 13 total. And for William Schober of Fond du Lac, 12. 9 of those 12 came in the second period. Well, after Homestead had 2 penalties in the first period, one for an elbow and one for too many men on the ice, things got a little crazy in the second period when we have a total of 7 penalties put on the board. And of the 7, 4 went against Homestead and 3 against the Fond du Lac Cardinals. Now that last penalty with 1:14 to go was a 5-minute major. The penalty was called on Cole Simpson. He got a 5-minute major for head contact into the boards, and he also got a game disqualification. So Simpson is in the locker room where he will stay, and they'll have to serve the rest of that penalty, which should have 3 minutes and 46 seconds left on it at the start of the third period. So that's where we're at right now, and hopefully the third period won't be as chippy as the second period, because quite honestly, we don't care to watch that kind of hockey. Well, who's doing what for the boys so far in hockey coming into this week? The boys' top 10 sees Bayport, number 1 in the state, with a record of 20-4. Notre Dame second, 16-7-1. Hudson, ranked number 3, 18-6. Wisconsin Rapids, fourth, 19-3-2. Eau Claire Memorial again having a nice season. They're fifth, 16-5-3. The Red Robins of Antigo, sixth. They've won 20, lost 2, tied 2. Wausau West with a new coach this year after Pete Susans, a Hall of Fame coach, retired. They're seventh, 17-4-3. Appleton United is eighth, 19-4-1. The Neenah Co-op also 19-4-1, or ninth. And Cedarburg out of our section, they're 22-2, ranked 10th. Leading the way on the girls' side of the ledger, University School of Milwaukee, top ranked. They're 22-2. Bay Area, boy, their boys are ranked number 1. The girls are ranked number 2. So things are going well for Bay Area. 22-1 is their record. Central Wisconsin, that's a co-op team from a number of schools. They're third, but they've won 16. The Hayward Spooner team, 20 wins. Fifth is the Northern Edge. Sixth is Wapaka, 22-2, and that's where our Fond du Lac Waupun Co-op Warbirds are playing tonight. Eau Claire Altoona Co-op team, 14-8-2. Sun Prairie, 14-5. Onalaska 9th, and Northland Pines 10th for the girls. Girls have 33 teams participating this year, with Milwaukee University School ranked number 1. Again, we're at intermission here between the second and third period of our Fond du Lac Homestead game, with the host Cardinals on top by the score of 3-0. Well, elsewhere around the state, in Section 3, Wausau West, the number 1 seed, they'll be playing tonight against Pacelli Co-op. They won over Rhinelander Three Lakes on Tuesday. Dropping down on the other side of that one would be Mosinee hosting DC Everest. Mosinee won their game 8-1 over Lakeland Mercer the other night. Bottom half of that Section 3, Stevens Point tonight playing Northland Pines. The Eagles of Northland Pines beat Tomahawk 10-0 on Tuesday. And down on the bottom side, the second-ranked Red Robins of Antigo, second seeded, I should say, Antigo Red Robins, taking on Wausau East, who beat Merrill 12-2. Earlier in the year, Merrill had beaten East twice. They played 2 one-goal games. The other night, it's a 10-goal game. On the other side of that bracket, also tonight, it would be Xavier, who beat Green Bay East Co-op team 5-1 the other night, taking on number 2 seed Notre Dame. The number 1 seed in Section 5 would be Bayport, playing Wapaka tonight. They were victorious over Ashwaubenon the other night. Oshkosh North, the 5 seed, takes on the 4 seed Neenah tonight. Check that, that's tomorrow night, as is the Bayport-Wapaka game. And also tomorrow night, Appleton will take on West De Pere Co-op. Both those teams had a bye in the first round. Section 2, Eau Claire Memorial, the top seed. They'll go up against Marshfield. That's tonight. Marshfield advanced from Tuesday night, beating the Altoona Co-op 4-3. Regis tonight will take on Ashland Washburn Co-op team. These are all co-op teams, it seems. And also tonight, the number 2 seed in that sectional, Chippewa Falls, taking on Eau Claire North. North won the other night 3-1. Section 6, Middleton, the number 1 seed, plays Oregon tonight. Oregon advanced. They were the 8th seed. They beat the 9 seed Sun Prairie 2-1 the other night. Also tonight, the Verona area will take on the 4 seed Madison West. Verona area, a 5 seed. They scored a 14-0 victory on Tuesday. Also tonight, Madison Edgewood will take on Monona Grove. Monona Grove defeated DeForest on Tuesday. That game's tonight. And then tomorrow night, Madison Memorial, the number 2 seed, will host Waunakee. Waunakee, the 7 seed, who won 8-1 the other night. In Section 1, top seed is Hudson. They'll play the Siren Co-op tonight. Also tonight, Somerset Co-op takes on Menominee. New Richmond plays River Falls, and then tomorrow night, Baldwin Woodville takes on number 2 seed Superior. In Section 7, Kettle Moraine plays Stoughton. That's tomorrow night. Stoughton beat Whitefish Bay. Also tonight, Marquette plays Kenosha Co-op. Also tonight, Janesville Co-op plays Beloit Co-op. That one's tonight. And then also tonight, Waukesha North plays the Greendale Co-op. Section 2, number 1 seed Eau Claire Memorial plays number 8 Marshfield tonight. Marshfield advanced from Tuesday night victory. Also tonight, the Regis Co-op plays Ashland. Tonight, Hayward takes on Rice Lake. Hayward the 3 seed, Rice Lake the 6 seed. And the 2nd seed in that section, Chippewa Falls, tonight plays Eau Claire North. So there'll be lots of scores to look at tonight and tomorrow. Also in Section 6 tonight, Verona, the defending champions, taking on Madison West. Number 1 seed over there would be Middleton. They play Oregon tonight. Also tonight, Edgewood, the 3 seed, takes on Monona Grove. And the 2 seed Madison Memorial tomorrow night will take on Waunakee. Those are all WIAA games coming up either tonight or tomorrow night, and winners all advance to Tuesday night. St. Mary Springs wins here earlier tonight over Brookfield in OT 4-3 in a very thrilling last couple of minutes. Having to come from behind several times as Brookfield played very well too. Ended up 4-3 in overtime. So right here it's 3-0. Fond du Lac leading Homestead as we go to the 3rd period. Cardinals coming out of the locker room now wearing their white sweaters. Homestead's already waiting to go, wearing the red with the white. Fond du Lac goals scored by Henry Lang, Noah Wilson, and Kalen Denny. So we're just about set to go. Fond du Lac out onto the ice now. Years ago, all the teams came out and went around and loosened up a little bit, but then they changed that rule where only the players that are going to start the next period would be allowed to do that. The rest of them go straight to the bench. So in the 3rd period, it'll be Homestead in red going from our left to right. They still are shorthanded for 3 minutes and 46. Serving the rest of that major called on Cole Simpson, who got the game DQ, so we will not see him out here anymore tonight. 5-on-4 power play Fond du Lac. Denny on the draw for the Redbirds, and he sends it back to his blue line where it's played by Noah Wilson. He sends it across to the far side. That's Najedlo. Rink wide back to the near side to Dane Hefter. In over the line, skates along the wall on the near side, shoots it all the way around to the far side. That's a Denny with it. Top of the slot, right back to Denny. Moving into the face-off circle, but he lost control of the puck, and it's cleared out. Fond du Lac will have to go back to get it. Noah Wilson. Back in his own zone, being chased. Overskates the puck. It's loose, picked up, centered, but nobody home but Fond du Lac. And out comes the Cardinals, Kalen Denny. In over the blue line. Denny on the left side, lets the shot go. I think he was hoping Najedlo would get there in time to poke it in, but it went wide. And it's Najedlo playing it in the far corner. Jack with it out to the high slot. Played back to the right point. Shot from there went off the stick of Hefter. Najedlo had it, moved in, but couldn't get a good shot away. Loose along the near sideboards now. Cardinals keep it in. Noah Wilson sends it back to Denny at the face-off circle. Shot broken up by the defense, and they'll clear it down the other end. 2:40 to go on the 5-minute major. 15:51 left in the 3rd period. 3-0 Fond du Lac. Denny with it at center ice for the Cardinals. Comes in over the blue line, along the right side boards. Shoots it wide, comes off the end boards down to the corner. And a penalty coming up on Fond du Lac. Dane Hefter, he knocked a player to the boards. That was Adam Hobbs. And I think you're going to see a penalty on Fond du Lac. Hefter. This one comes with 15:35 left in the period. My score sheet's going to need extra room tonight. 3rd period with a 15 minutes and 35 seconds left in it. Dane Hefter will get the gate. I'm not sure what they called. We'll find out here in a moment. So that'll make it 4 aside. Five-minute major. Five-minute major will be served by Joe Roloff. And that's probably a 10-minute misconduct, too. So now it's 4 aside for another 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and that is when Homestead will go back to full strength. A lot of banging on the boards, and the referees don't like that. Forcing the rules good, and that's the way it's supposed to be. At the red line, bouncing puck, backhanded ahead, but Fond du Lac will pick it up at their own blue line. Jack Najedlow sends it up on the near side, but it's too long, and it'll be an icing call against Fondy. 3-0 Cardinals, if you just joined us. Stay where it's warm. Mighty cold out tonight, as you're well aware. Doesn't sound much better for tomorrow. Maybe a little better, I guess, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. Face-off will come right side of the zone for Homestead. Joey Hobbs on the draw, and for Fond du Lac, it's Jack Najedlow. Puck goes into the corner, played along the end boards by Fond du Lac. That's Noah Wilson. Into the corner, Najedlow sends it up ice, and it'll go down the other end. This one will be no icing. Back to get it, Homestead in their own zone. They're down 3-0. They've had 13 shots on goal in the game so far. Here they come to the Fond du Lac line. Puck is loose there in the slot. Shot deflected off skates. That was Brooks Ralph taking the shot. Goes off the corner boards. Picked up by Fond du Lac. That's Chase Koenigs. Over to the far corner. Cardinals will break it out. On the near side, scooping it up along the boards is Joseph Voigt coming in. Shot right on. Saved by Hathaway. Puck picked up in the far corner by Homestead. That's Adam Hobbs. Hobbs, 150-pound senior, plays it ahead. Comes to the Fond du Lac line. Cardinals go back to get it. Noah Wilson being chased now to the inboards by Joey Hobbs. Out comes Fond du Lac now, up along the right side wall to the blue line, and separated from the puck is Ryan Sobel, and Homestead will bring it back the other direction. Coming in over the line, Fond du Lac will slap it off the boards. It's loose just inside the blue line, and then shot down the other end, and again we'll get an icing call. 3-0 Fond du Lac, 13:50 left in the third period. 37 seconds left on the 5-minute major to Homestead. The Cardinals have their major, 3:15 left in it. So in another 37 seconds, Homestead will get a nice power play. All right, puck being dropped here. That would be Will Gebhardt for Homestead, and for Fond du Lac, Chase O'Shea, both wearing number 13. Out it comes to center ice, shot rink wide just outside the Fond du Lac blue line. Homestead will backhand it ahead down into the Cardinal end, in behind the goal cage. Cardinals play it there to the far corner. Picked up and a shot along the boards and out to center ice, and who's going to get it? Fondy. Comes all the way across right at the Cardinal blue line. Scooped up down here along the boards. Picked up by Fond du Lac, still in their own end, however. Now they shoot it ahead to the blue line, and coming out of there with it is Sobel. Ryan Sobel on the left wing. Shoots it in over the line. Fond du Lac with it. Here's a shot right on. That's O'Shea. Save made, and the puck cleared to the corner. Along the near side boards now. Comes to the blue line. Fond du Lac holding the zone. Good effort there by O'Shea. And now it's finally taken away, and we go back the other way. At center ice, it's scooped up by Adam Hobbs, but we get a whistle and an offside call. Homestead a little bit offside. They are now back to 5 aside. 5 on their team. 4 for the Redbirds as they serve the remaining 2:15 of the penalty. 10 penalties total in the game so far. 7 of them called in the second period. Power play hockey here for Homestead. See how they do. Their power play has clicked on 20% of their opportunities. Puck comes to the blue line of Homestead. They'll shoot it rink wide. And the Highlanders now play it down into the Fond du Lac end. Rushing to the inboards to get it, Joey Hobbs. Sends it in behind the goal. Fond du Lac there. Noah Wilson plays it ahead, but not out. Held in. Along the near side boards. Back near the point. Still in possession of it. This would be Max Henry. Shoots it along the inboards behind the goal cage and over to the far corner. Comes all the way out to the point. Shot from there was wide. Goes to the corner. Along the boards there is Max Henry. Out to the point. Played there by Driscoll. He shoots it to the high slot, and they tried to send the pass back to the near side, but it was too long. Out to the blue line. It's going to be who? Fond du Lac players go sliding across the ice, as does Will Gebhardt of Homestead. And it's picked up and played down into the Fond du Lac end, but that'll be an icing on Homestead. 1:19 left on this power play, and then the 5-minute major to Fond du Lac will expire. However, there'll be still another 5 of the misconduct penalty to be served on the Dane Hefter penalty. All right, face off near side of the Homestead zone on the draw for Fond du Lac. Joseph Voigt Puck goes in behind the Homestead cage. They'll grab it and skate it out. Sliding it up along the left wing side. Getting there first, though, for Fond du Lac, Thomas O'Leary. Laid it off the boards, and then Ryan Sobel will pick it up and shoot it to the red line. Homestead gets it there. Shot right in on goal. Schober knocks it down. Now dives out and gloves it. Things get a little feisty around that crease after a save like that. No harm done here. 11.5 minutes to play in the third period. Shots on goal, Fond du Lac 19, Homestead 14. Saves would be 14-16. So the faceoff will come far side of the Fond du Lac zone. Puck is dropped, comes back to the blue line. Shot from there, broken up, cleared to the near side. That was a pretty hard shot taken there by Driscoll. But it didn't get through, and it comes to the near side. And now it's played down the other end. Fond du Lac on the penalty kill here can do that. Homestead will have to go back to get it behind their own net. They pick it up, and here they come on the stick of Adam Hobbs. He shoots it down in the Fond du Lac end, and that'll be an icing call. Icing on Homestead with 33 seconds left on the Fond du Lac penalty. It will come back down in the Highlander end. Face-off coming on the far side, skating in to take the draw. Max Henry for Homestead and Jack Najedlow for the Cardinals. Puck goes in behind the goal cage. Of course, with that game disqualification penalty, Homestead probably had to do some major shuffling around on their lines, their power play unit, and maybe even a penalty kill. At center ice, Kalen Dinny with it. He spun around. Nice job of staying on his skates as he does a 360. Picked up now and shot right in on the Homestead goaltender. Hathaway makes the save. 8 seconds left on the power play, and then it's back to 5 aside. Homestead coming out of their own end. Up on the right wing side, the pass comes to Joey Hobbs. Hobbs coming in, watched closely there by Noah Wilson. In behind the net, they bang at the puck. It comes to the near wall. Picked up and they blast it right in front, and saving it there, Schober. I don't know if that would have had any chance of going in unless it was deflected, but Schober just the same held on to it. That's a good idea. 15 shots now for Homestead on goal, but unable to get one past Schober. Face-off coming near side. That's Joseph Barapee for Homestead, and for Fond du Lac, that would have been Chase O'Shea. Here comes Fond du Lac, buzzing out of their own end quickly. Koenigs down the right side, skates it down to the corner, runs in after it. Behind the goal cage now, Homestead will get control of it. That'll be Jake Elkert, and he shoots it ahead to the Fond du Lac end. 10 minutes to go now, 3-0 Fond du Lac. Cardinals trying to come out of their own end with it quickly now. Colton Sobel at the red line. He's checked to the ice. Puck loose, though, picked up by the Cardinals. Coming in over the line, but it was Koenigs. He goes down, and we got a penalty coming, a holding. Holding will be the penalty, and it's going to go on Homestead's Jake Elkert. Elkert goes off for a hold, and that comes with 9:52 left in the third period. So Homestead shorthanded again. And Fond du Lac will be on the power play. Homestead with it, blasting it up ice from center ice. Knocked down by Schober, goes in behind the net to Najedlow. Minute 48 left on the power play now for Fondy. This is a 2-minute minor. At the red line, Cardinals have it. Up ahead, they send the pass to Henry Lang, who has a goal tonight. Down to the corner, along the boards, scooped up there by Hobbs. He comes along the end boards, and he's going to start it up ice. Andy Hobbs on right wing, good skater. Comes in over the line, working along the near side wall, down to the corner. Puck is there, picked up and played across to the other side of the rink. At the half wall, Fondy will grab it, and here they come. That's Kalen Dinny. Dinny coming in over the line. 3-on-3 rush. Puck goes to the corner. Dinny with it. Centering pass. Can't quite keep it in. And it comes out to center ice. Just beyond the reach of Noah Wilson. Now Fond du Lac brings it in over the line again. Right face-off circle. Backhanded shot there. Broken up by the D. Near corner now, Najedlow. Bangs it off the glass. In behind the net. Fondy with it. They send it over to the far corner. 50 seconds left on the power play. In the corner, Najedlow. Jack with it. Looks to set it up. Sends it out near the blue line. High slot. Shot from there deflected by the D. And it's offside to be delayed. Fond du Lac will tag up here, and it'll keep the game moving along. This will be Hobbs with it. He'll send it down into the Fond du Lac end with a half a minute left on the Cardinal power play. Far side along the boards. Homestead has it for the moment in the Fond du Lac end. Pass to the slot was erratic, and it came all the way out to center ice. Missed its target, that's for sure. Went behind the skater coming in. Fond du Lac with it at the red line. He come the other way. In over the line. Broken up. That was Hobbs again. He's tripped, and down he goes, and Fond du Lac will get another penalty. And I believe this one's going to go on Joseph Voigt. Reached out, tried to poke the puck away, and inadvertently got the skates. So Fondy will send another player to the box with exactly 8 minutes left. Tripping. So now it'll be 4-on-4 for another 8 seconds, and then Homestead will get a power play. Well, that was one of those penalties you just can't help it. You reach out to get the puck, and you hit the skate, and down he goes, and that's the penalty. Good call. Off the face-off, comes out here to the right point. Held in there by Homestead. They'll play it around behind the net. Back to the near side now. Trying to get it is Ryan Sobel for Fond du Lac. It comes to center ice. Sobel off the wall right in front of us to Najedlo. Then it's picked up by the Cardinals, and they shoot it ahead. That was Koenig's. Into the Homestead end, off the far wall. Ryan Sobel tried to go rink wide at the blue line, but it comes out over the line to center ice. So Fond du Lac shorthanded here. They'll be happy to skate around with it in their own zone. Let that clock tick. Out to center ice to the red line. Picked up there by Homestead. Rink wide to Adam Hobbs. Adams logged a lot of time on the ice tonight, but he's a nice little skater. Makes things happen. Down in the corner of the Fond du Lac zone. Banged off the boards around to the far side, and they'll keep it in. Nice effort by who else? Hobbs. Now he's bumped, and it comes out to center ice. At the red line, picked up by Sean Driscoll. He shoots it in. Near side, off the wall. Fond du Lac trying to knock it away. It comes down to the corner. Picked up by the Cardinals. They bang it off the boards, but not out. Down on the right wing side, playing it there is Joey Hobbs. Along the end boards, in behind the net. Player goes down. Fond du Lac will pick it up, but they can't clear it out. Shot from near the point was wide. That might actually have been a pass. Had a skater on the near side, Max Henry, but he couldn't get a stick on it. It was too hot to handle. Down in the corner, picked up by Homestead. 6.5 minutes to go. 3-0 Fond du Lac. Shot from the near boards. Save made by Schober. Loose puck cleared away. No harm done. Fondy will pick it up, but not out. Here's a shot from the blue line, just wide by Adam Hobbs. Adam Hobbs and Joey Hobbs, both good skaters. Puck comes to the corner now. 18 seconds left on the Fond du Lac penalty. And it's in the corner, and finally we get a whistle as they push and shove, and nothing happening, so they finally blow the whistle. 6:10 to go in the third period. 3-0 Fond du Lac. Teams changing players here, getting the right personnel out onto the ice. Joseph Verapi coming out along with Cole DeStefanis and Jake Elkert for Homestead. Puck shot around to the far point, held in over there by Adam Hobbs. Adam with it, walks along the wall, still has it, face-off, top of the face-off circle, sends it down, comes in behind the net. Homestead trying to set something up here. Oh, shot, didn't get much on it. It's cleared away by Fond du Lac. Both teams back to full strength now. Puck played ahead to the Fond du Lac line along the near side boards. Noah Wilson with it. Bangs it off the boards at the red line. It's picked up by Joseph Voigt. Joseph in over the line, high slot. Here's a shot taken, save made. That shot was taken by Sam Todd. Picked up the puck from Voigt, and a good save made by Hathaway. In the corner, Homestead in their own end with 5.5 minutes to go, trailing 3-0. Trying to get control of it and bring it out. Fondy will take it away. Wrist shot from the slot. Glove saved by Hathaway. David Hathaway squeezes his glove around the puck, and that'll stop action with 5:22 to go in the third period. Face-off will come down to our left as we watch it, along with you tonight. Happy to have you along. It'll be Jack Najedlo out with Hefter and Dinny. Off the draw, goes to the end boards. They scrap for it there. Dinny comes away with it behind the net, centering past Najedlo. Shot might have been deflected. It went wide. There was a lot of traffic in front of the goal. Here's a centering pass in the slot. Knocked down, held in by Fond du Lac's Thomas O'Leary, but then picked up by Homestead. And the Highlanders will shoot it down the other end. Fond du Lac will pick it up again as we come down to the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes left in the third period. Off the corner boards, picked up by Fondy. He'll shoot it out. Comes to the Homestead blue line. Highlanders have it right there. They'll bang it ahead at the red line now. Bouncing puck picked up in the play ahead. Dinny with it for Fondy. Coming in. Shot Pad save. Pad or the skate, one or the other, comes out to the right point, came out over the line, would have been a delayed offside, but it's poke checked away and slides all the way down into the Fond du Lac end. At the red line, here's Najedlo with it, coming in over the line, winds up, fires a big slap shot that goes wide. Might have been deflected by the defender, and it jumps up in the netting behind the goal cage, and that'll bring a whistle, stopping play with now 4:26 to go. Cardinals scored 3 earlier in the game, and they've made that stand. Face-off coming to the left side of the zone or to the right of the goaltender, Hathaway. As we watch the action here, Fondy wins the draw, comes out to the blue line, shots, knocked away off the stick of the goaltender, Hathaway again. He hasn't played all that bad. Behind the net, Fond du Lac with it, out to the blue line, shot from there by Najedlo. Goes off the far corner, comes along the far side wall, out near the point, held in by Jack Najedlo, and again he fires wide. Off the end boards, comes to the near side. Homestead will pick it up and skate it away. Coming up ice with it, Adam Hobbs. In over the line, hits the side of the goal cage with a shot. That was actually Max Henry taking the shot. Picked up by Homestead. Now Fond du Lac will get it and clear it out. At center ice, up ahead on the left wing side for Nathan Shrimp. In over the line, shot, save made by Schober, and it deflects up into the netting. Stops play with 3:44 to go. Not a lot of shots in this game. Fondy's had 22, Homestead 18. Not really a lot of shots considering we've played just about 48 minutes. Face-off coming far side of the Fond du Lac zone. Puck is dropped and banged out of there by Fond du Lac, and it'll slide off the boards back deep into the Homestead end. Once again, Adam Hobbs back to retrieve. The senior captain plays it to the far side. It comes to center ice. Right back to Adam Hobbs. Adam in over the line, left side, shot. Schober, a good save again. In behind the net, Fondy there to play it, Chase Koenigs. And we got an interference penalty call. This will probably go on Homestead. Oh, check it. Fond du Lac coming to the penalty box here. And coming off will be Chase Koenigs. Interference was the call, and that comes with 3:23 left. 2-minute minor penalty. Power play hockey here for Homestead. They've come pretty close to getting a goal here in this third period, but each time William Schober has made the save. Off the near side, Homestead with it, shot right on, save again Schober. Puck goes to Dinny, playing it off the boards on the far side, and he'll just let her fly down into the Homestead end. In behind the net, back to get it, Sean Driscoll. He'll start it up ice, coming out of his own zone. Driscoll, he slips and falls, lost an edge just before he got to the blue line. And it comes back to center, picking it up now to Najedlo. Here he comes, moving in on the right wing side. Shot, nice save by Hathaway. Got it with the blocker. Here comes Homestead the other way, out to center ice. A pass broken up at the red line. And then it's picked up and played back on the near side. Once again, that's Will Gebhardt playing it. Just saw the 3, thought for a minute it might be Hobbs, but Hobbs might have to catch his breath once in a while. Played back down in the Homestead end as we come down to 2:25 to go in the third period. Minute left on the Homestead power play. They'll bring it out of their own zone on the far side. That would be Driscoll with it, and he shoots it in, and got a whistle, and that'll be nice. Shot it from behind the red line, did not connect. Goes the distance, and we'll bring it back for the icing call. Coming in for the face-off for Fond du Lac, Ryan Sobel, and for Homestead, it'll be Joseph Barapy. Puck dropped, it's laying loose on the ice right at the dot where it was dropped. Comes back near the blue line now, and Homestead will break it out. They're on the power play, remember. Coming up ice with it, Brooks Ralph in over the line, skates it down to the corner. Riding him to the boards, Noah Wilson. Wilson with it for Fond du Lac behind the net, bangs it up off the boards and out the center. At the red line, it was knocked ahead by Alex Poole for Homestead. Now Homestead trying to set up that power play with a half a minute left in it. Under 2 minutes left in the third period. At the face-off circle, far side. Homestead trying to get something going over there. Barapy sends it near side, off the wall. Centering pass in front. Shot just went wide. That shot taken by Brooks Ralph, and we got a penalty. No, pulled the goalie. No penalty, just pulled the goaltender. Shot right on, save here by Schober, and he's got it covered up. And with 1:33 to go in the third period, Homestead did what you should do in this situation. Pull the goalie, get the added attacker on the ice, and 10 more seconds of power play hockey. So right now it'd be 6-on-4 in the offensive zone. Penalty will end in 10 seconds. We await the face-off. The Jedlow for Fond du Lac, and it'll be Joey Hobbs for Homestead. Comes back to the blue line, high slot, shot taken, deflected wide. Don't know if the goaltender got it or somebody in front, but anyway, it went wide. Back out to the blue line, high slot, back to the near point. That's Hobbs with it again. Penalty is over now. Koenig's back out and joining the action. So it's actually 6-on-5, and Fond du Lac will shoot it down the other end, and that'll be an ice. With 1:13 left to play. Teams will get the right personnel out on the ice for this finish. And once again, for Homestead, coming out to take the draw, it'll be Max Henry. Max is a senior, and the Jedlow once again for Fond du Lac comes in behind the Cardinal goal cage to the near corner now, picked up on the end boards by Homestead. They tried to center it, but couldn't get it through. That was Henry. Played around the boards on the far side. Fond du Lac's Henry Lang took a big hit. He goes down, and we got a penalty coming. Elbow. Homestead will get one more penalty here, as the elbow puts Henry Lang on the ice, and coming to the penalty box on the near side will be Adam Hobbs. Well, Adam's probably a little bit frustrated. He's done just about everything you can tonight, worked really hard. Right here he gets the elbowing call. So with 58.8 seconds left in the third period, Fond du Lac will have the man advantage on the power play, leading it 3-0. So the face-off will come back down in the Homestead end. See who Fond du Lac's going to put out on the ice. Coach Ryan Saracen looking down to see who Homestead has out, but I don't think it'll make any difference. And what he really wants to do right here is talk to the referee and find out about that call. That was a pretty hard lick. Henry went down, was down for a little bit, but got up and skated off. He's had a good game tonight, including a goal. 58.8 seconds left, and Fond du Lac skated off, walk away with a win here tonight. They'll advance to next Tuesday night. Off the face-off, it comes across to the near corner. A couple of players working hard in the corner trying to get it out of there, and it's finally banged down the other end by Homestead. Jack Jedlow back in his own end now, just casually backing up with the puck. Gets it up ahead here to Koenig. Chase sends it rink wide. Cardinals right now happy just to play some takeaway and let that clock run. The Jedlow in his own end on the near board sends it across to the far side, right onto the tape of Noah Wilson's stick. Noah with it, back on the near side, and the Jedlow doing a nice job of running the clock down here. Jedlow with it at his own blue line, dumps it back deep in his own zone. That'd be Noah Wilson. 20 seconds left, clock ticking away. Fond du Lac is going to advance and play next Tuesday, site to be determined, depending on how the other games turn out. High seed gets the host, and they may or may not be the high seed. They're the number 4 seed coming in. All depends what happens on the other side of the bracket. Clock winding down, ticking down, and that's the game. Fond du Lac will win it by the score of 3-0. So the Cardinals go down, swarm around goaltender William Schober, who not only gets a win tonight, but he also gets a shutout. All right, we'll quickly recap things here. Total shots were 23 to 21. The shots on goal, we'll get to that in a minute. First of all, let's recap the scoring of tonight's game. First period, 10:35. Fond du Lac's first goal of the game came off the stick of Henry Lang, the freshman. Henry in the slot got his 5th goal of the season after taking a pass from Jack Jedlow. Then 2.5 minutes later at the 12:58 mark, Fond du Lac doubled up their lead to 2-0. Scoring this goal was sophomore Noah Wilson, a power play goal, assisted on the play by Kalen Dinney and also Dane Hefter. Shot from just inside the blue line, straight out in the slot, goalie screened. Fondy leads 2-0. We go to the second period at 8:10. Third goal of the game and the final goal of the game. This one scored by Kalen Dinney. Kalen got it all alone in front, came in alone. Assist on the plate in the Jedlow, and also an assist to Sam Todd. And that concluded the scoring in tonight's game. Dinney's goal was his 20th of the season. Saves in the first period were 7 for David Hathaway of Homestead. For Fond du Lac's William Schober, only 3. In the second period, 6 saves for Hathaway and 9 for Schober as Homestead put a little more pressure on him. Then in the third period, Fond du Lac again getting off a lot of shots, and this time Hathaway had to make 13 saves, giving him a game total of 26. And for Schober in that final period, he made 9 for a game total of 21. 2 penalties in the first period, 7 in the second period, 5 more in the third period. Both teams picked up penalties. There was one game disqualification called against one of the Homestead players, so he got an early exit to the shower. So that's it here tonight out at the Blue Line Family Center in Fond du Lac. Couple of exciting games. First one won by St. Mary Springs in overtime, beating Brookfield 4-3. And in our second game, the Cardinals pull out the win, 3-0, and will advance. Both Springs and Fond du Lac will play next Tuesday at a site to be determined depending on the results of the other games in this region. So, I'm George Bauman. Thanks to all of our sponsors who made this possible, this broadcast. Hope you enjoyed it tonight. We sure did. And have yourself a good night and stay warm.